It was really bad. It was a horrible look, and she wanted to be liked this season. A few thoughts on Tamra on the most recent episode of Orange County. First off, I would have loved to see the behind the scenes of getting Tamra back on Real Housewives of Orange County. Can we see the phone calls? Can we see them trying to convince her to come back? I mean, there was zero conversation between Tamra and her castmates, and we just immediately saw her at therapy. Footage like that and Lisa Hochstein on the train is just the stuff that I need to see. Also, when they were in New Orleans and Tamra came to Gretchen and Shannon in that parking lot about that information, at zero point was Tamra asking Gretchen if she said that. She wasn't like, Gretchen, did you say that lie about me? It was like, just so you know, your friend Katie said that you said this. And then all of a sudden in therapy, she's wording it like, yeah, I had a feeling that she said this, and now looking back, she totally did. No. You saw a chance for you and Gretchen to team up with everyone and have Katie be the villain this season. I think Tamra's goal was to not be the villain this season because of last season and have the spotlight on Katie. And since that didn't work on Gretchen, now she's coming for Gretchen. And you can see that Katie's doing the same exact thing. She's like, oh, the spotlight's on me, so I'm gonna go after Gretchen too. And spin this whole thing, I don't believe a word she ever says. Spin this whole thing to make Gretchen look like the bad guy when Gretchen was the victim in 2008, whether she was spiked her drink or not. Bottom line. Also, word on the street is that Katie and Tamra are friends now. When they were both coming for each other, specifically Katie was coming for Tamra by spreading that to tabloids in the first place. And the way that she comes into these therapy sessions, like she's just left out in this group and she's just afraid of rejection and pain. You come in like you need an exorcism and you think that you're the victim. I can't even complete the sentence. Tamra, you have never been the victim in this group. You just feel like the victim because people don't buy your BS. How can anyone want to protect this woman? I also found it absolutely bonkers that she admits to mixing Xanax and alcohol on this episode to Heather, and really not a word of judgment after all of the judgment they've had for Shannon and Gina and really anyone that would behave that way. And Heather finally sticking up for herself to Tamra and just letting it go and letting the Teddy storyline work on her. I thought you were tougher than that, Heather. I just think that Tamra should be kissing Heather's butt, right? I'd like Heather more if that were the case.